Hello beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another pick a card reading for you, and it's actually going to be all about what you are manifesting and achieving by the end of this year. So this is a timeless pick a card reading, so no matter when you are watching it, it just like whatever year you're in, I mean heck, you could be in the year 2030, and if you're watching this, whatever it is, this is kind of going to be messages about what you are manifesting and achieving before the end of this year. So this is a collective reading, so there's a lot of energies that I'm picking up on. So again, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Use your intuition to, kind of see what messages would relate to you in what area of your life. Your intuition knows best, and it will be guiding you throughout this reading, so it's very important to listen to that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started and jump into the piles here. So we have pile number 1, which I don't know, I want to make sure that you can see pile number 1 here, and this is your overall energy of this pile, okay? And then we have pile number 2 here, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So if you need to take a minute to pause the video, and I'll kind of put these all in your focus here. Pause the video if you need to meditate on the piles to see which pile is for you, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I will leave timestamps in the description box below so you can jump right to your pile. If more than one pile is calling to you, then maybe there's more than one message for you today. So yeah, I'll see you at your pile. Hello pile number 1. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading, all about what you are manifesting and achieving before the year is over. Alright, so I'm going to start with your overall energy, which is this card here. Kind of, to me, looks like it would be a great time to really meditate and, connect with your intuition, really ground your energy is kind of what I'm getting just with this image here. So, yeah, let's see what it says. It says, I seek balance and grounding. Okay, yes, so that's what I figured. So your overall energy here for this reading is just, a grounding energy, finding balance. Perhaps maybe you feel like your life has been kind of chaotic this year. You feel very unbalanced in life. And overall, by the end of the year, I feel as if you are going to be feeling more balanced. Okay, so pile number 1. I am going to get started with your tarot cards here. So let's see what tarot has to say for you. Actually, I'm gonna put that there. Alright, so we have the 10 of Torches, the Fool, the Prince of Cups, the Moon, and the Morning. Okay. Alright, pile number 1. So I'm really seeing here that you are going to be closing out a cycle by the end of the year, possibly one that has felt kind of like it's been weighing you down. You've been feeling very stressed, like you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. And it looks to me that you're going into this new beginning, right? This new beginning is going to be bringing you something that is going to fill you up emotionally. You might even be connecting more with your spiritual side, especially with the Moon here and the Prince of Cups. I could just see that perhaps, you are shedding this feeling of just hardship. Perhaps you've been going through a hardship throughout 2021 so far, or whichever year you're in. And you're really going to be letting go of whatever has been weighing you down this year, and you're going to be stepping into something. Like, I see the sun kind of trying to peek through, right? So to me, this is like you are letting go of this old self, this self that is just hurt, you know, feeling pain, has been struggling, and you're going to be stepping into this more like prosperous self. And it's like you're shedding this part of you that just has brought you a lot of pain, maybe from like the past. Maybe you've been dealing with people who have been hurting you, and you're ready to move on from all of the pain that you've been feeling. And I feel like you're going to be taking a new step towards something more emotionally fulfilling, and something where you're no longer letting your ego really get in the way. You're going to be trusting your intuition more. You're going to be finding balance in your life, and you're really closing out a cycle and stepping into a new one that is going to be making you a lot happier, is kind of what I'm picking up from these cards so far. So let's go into your oracle cards to get more messages here. So we have ceremony, invocation, and crystals focus. Yeah, perhaps you should be incorporating crystals into your spiritual practice, whatever it is that you're doing to help you find balance and grounding. Crystals might help you. Within the next few months before the year is over, you're going to be feeling a lot more focused on whatever it is that you want to pursue. Perhaps you've been feeling like you've been climbing this mountain for so long, but you've been feeling so stagnant that you've lost your focus and you haven't been able to really focus on what you want to focus on. But by the end of the year, you will be focusing on a lot of your goals and actually, you know, making moves towards what you want. And with ceremony here, like I said, I mean, by the end of the year, you're going to have this new spiritual practice that you are just really focusing on, is what I'm seeing here. You're going to be listening to your intuition more. You're going to be connecting with your intuition more. You're going to be grounding yourself more. You're going to be meditating more. And I think that's really going to benefit you, especially going into next year. Doing these things is going to help you balance and ground out your energy, which then in return allows you to manifest whatever it is that you want next year. So yeah, she's using crystals here, as you can see, in her spiritual practice. So to me, this really shows that you're going to be focusing on, you know, a spiritual routine that's going to help you manifest whatever it is you want next year. Really increasing your focus. Getting balanced and grounding is going to be a main focus for you by the end of this year. We also have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way here with the full moon in Leo, which if you're watching this right now, we're actually just had the new moon in Leo. So perhaps you're a Leo. So if you are, hello. But yeah, what I'm seeing here is by the end of the year, you're no longer going to let your pride or your ego get in your way. You're going to be letting go of that. You're going to be really connecting more with your intuition and your higher self. You know, you're going to be looking within you for all of the answers that you seek, and you're no longer going to be afraid to go after what you want because you're letting go of your pride and your ego that holds you back. Okay, yeah, with duality here, we can see that, you know, really finding that balance, really letting go of your ego, not letting your pride get in the way. And by the end of this year, you're going to be, I think you're going to be a completely new version of yourself. You're letting go of your old limiting beliefs. You're letting go of your old self. You're creating this new story for yourself, stepping into this new, maybe even spiritual self that you haven't really had before because of your ego and your pride. But now you're really wanting to connect with your higher self, and you're going to be able to achieve that. Now we also have love and adventures. So by the end of this year, pile number one, you are probably going to be manifesting love and adventures into your life. You're going to maybe go on more adventures. definitely next year you'll probably have a lot more adventures. And you're probably going to be manifesting a love, a relationship, maybe even love within yourself. Maybe you really struggled with self-love for a long time, and that's something that you're going to be focusing on by the end of the year. That's what you're going to be manifesting, is more love into your life, not even just with other people, but within yourself. Really finding your confidence. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it, whichever spiritual rituals you're going to have, using crystals to help you with self-love, with your meditation, because there's tons of meditations you can do for self-love or just manifesting love in general. And I think that's probably, you're going to be incorporating whatever meditation or spiritual practices that you have or that you want to do, incorporating love with that. So I have this message here for you. So number 17, right? It says, I am independent. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. Again, by the end of this year, you're going to be so focused on achieving your goals, especially for next year. You're going to be setting goals and you're going to be so focused on actually achieving them, and you're going to be feeling more independent. So again, I think you really are going to be manifesting this like self-love that brings you so much abundance, because you're now going to be connecting with your higher self and you're no longer going to let your ego get in the way of what you want to achieve. So that's really beautiful. And also with 17 here, 1 plus 7, 8. Okay, abundance. And it's crazy because I'm doing this reading on August 8th, which is 8/8, as you may or may not know, but it's a completely intense, abundant, energetic day. So that's just beautiful. That's just confirmation right there for you guys. So we also have grace and wisdom. So here with wisdom, it says, on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Okay, so that's just maybe a message that you want to jot down and pay attention to. But I think by the end of this year, you're going to be extremely wise. You're going to have more wisdom than you ever did before. And perhaps you've always had this wisdom, but really you need to look within to find that wisdom, because you probably haven't been, looking within and connecting with your higher self as much as you could be. But by the end of the year, that's exactly what you're going to be doing. And now we also have grace here. Grace, blessings, come to me to set me free. So again, you're going to be, manifesting abundance, grace, and blessings. So that's really beautiful for you, pile number 1. I love that. And then we also have living light energy. See the beauty in life. So by the end of this year, you're just going to be seeing that, life all around you is truly beautiful. This life is beautiful, and perhaps you haven't actually taken the time to just be in the present moment and realize just how abundant and beautiful this life is. But as you're connecting more with your spirituality, your higher self, this brings a much more like divine feminine energy into you, where you're just appreciating little things so much more than you were before. And I think that you're going to be feeling more beautiful yourself because of this. So yeah, you're definitely focusing a lot more on your spirituality by the end of this year, and that in return is going to be bringing you a lot of blessings. So now lastly we have education and spark. Okay, so that's funny, 35 and 34. So to me, I feel like by the end of this year, you're going to get your spark back, right? Because you're going to be feeling more focused. You've been in this stagnant energy. You haven't been feeling motivated. You haven't been focusing on what you want as much as you could be. And by the end of this year, that spark is going to be back, and you're going to be learning a lot. Perhaps maybe you want to pursue higher education. Maybe you've put it off for a while and you want to go back to school, or maybe you want to learn about a topic that really intrigues you. Perhaps even this could even be like learning more about spirituality and things like that. But yeah, you're definitely going to be learning a lot more by the end of this year, and this is going to bring so much wisdom your way. You're going to be completely focused on whatever it is you're learning and wanting to achieve, and your creative spark is going to be back. You're going to be feeling this energy of, you know, wanting to achieve big dreams and goals, and you completely can as well. So I want to just go into my book like I usually do here. Not my book, but the book for the guidebook for this deck here, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. I will leave a link below if you're interested in this deck. I love this deck, but I love reading messages out of this book because I feel like a lot of the times it has specific messages that people need to hear. So with Spark, it says, you are a clear channel for divine creativity. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn to a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be getting your creative spark back. You're going to be creating something so beautiful by the end of this year. That is what you're manifesting, and you're going to be connecting a lot more with your higher self, with the spiritual realms, with source, with whatever it is that you believe in, God, etc. So that's really beautiful, and I love that for you. And then now with education here, let's read what this has to say. It says, life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Wisdom, again with wisdom, comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school, ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions, be a student, and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all, I don't know yet. Okay, so this is just indicating that you need to learn. Continue to learn. We don't all know it all. Even if we think we know it all, there's always something to be learned. So continue learning about whatever it is that you find intriguing, whatever it is that you want to learn more about. Seek out a mentor, a teacher. Continue to really learn and experience different lessons, and don't hold back from learning. So that's your overall reading, pile number 1, about what you are manifesting and achieving before the year is over. I really hope that this resonated and you found it helpful in one way or another. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below letting me know your situation. I love talking with you guys. And subscribe to stay updated with my new pick a card readings. And until next time. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading about what you are manifesting and achieving before the year is over. So I'm going to start with your overall energy with this card here, which perhaps you might have been drawn to. So this says, every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. So your overall energy for this reading is all about self-love. So perhaps, you know, it's funny because I kind of got like a somewhat similar message for pile number 1. So perhaps maybe you were also drawn to pile number 1. But yeah. Anyway, I see that we're bringing more self-love to your mind, body, and spirit before the year is over. That's part of what you're manifesting, but let's look into your tarot cards to see what messages we got here. I believe you got, yeah, an extra card than the rest of the piles. So we have the 6 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the Judgment, Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. Okay, so I see here that before the year is over, you are definitely going to be achieving some sort of victory, recognition, success, perhaps with something that you've been really working on and putting your heart and soul into, perhaps maybe even a hobby that you've been wanting to turn into a career. You're going to achieve some sort of recognition, success, victory within that. With the Judgment card and the Temperance card, I see maybe there's a decision that you've been wanting to make that you're going to be making by the end of the year, but there's also this energy of being patient with yourself and finding balance. With the Queen of Pentacles, this really gives me this card usually always reminds me of, you know, being like very financially stable within yourself, like independently, but it also kind of gives me like this abundant energy, like you're going to be feeling really abundant by the end of the year, and perhaps you're even starting something new. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up on overall with the tarot at the moment. But let's go ahead and jump into your oracle cards to get even more messages. So we have, I just want to actually read this card here for you. So we have 55. I am evolving. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. You're going through a lot of change. You're going to be letting go of any limiting beliefs. You're going to, again, with self-love here, you're going to start feeling a lot more confident. You're not going to feel any insecurities the way that you may have felt before. You're going to really believe in yourself. And I think as you start to see like all of your hard work paying off, you're really going to start feeling like, you know, I can actually do this. I can accomplish what I need to accomplish, what I want to accomplish. So I really love that for you. Now we also have for you blessings. So you are definitely going to be manifesting blessings before the year is over. So you have blessings coming your way. That's really awesome, pile 2. I love that for you, and that's a great sign. And perhaps maybe you've even been seeing birds a lot. Maybe birds is a sign from the universe that your blessings are on its way. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then we also have rescue here. So I think what I'm picking up with this card is that I think you're going to be, you know, really not being afraid to ask for help if you need help. If potentially you do need some help, I think that you're going to be stepping into this power of, you know, not being afraid to ask for help. Maybe in the past you were afraid to ask for help when you needed it, but I'm going to read this for you to get some more clarity, just because there may be a message that you need to hear. So it says, rescue. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now. As you expand your life, if you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So again, becoming fearless, connecting with your angels and spirit more, and asking spirit and your angels for guidance and help if you need it. And that will surely bring you rewards and positivity and blessings in return. So that's a really great message. Now we also have, so you had 3 cards come up. So you have passion, divine guidance, and victory. Oh my goodness, pile 2. This is just clarity that you are definitely achieving some sort of victory, success, and recognition before the year is over. Like, no doubt about it. But you're also, again, with the divine guidance. So again, this is saying connect with the angels, with your angels and spirit more, and, you know, don't be afraid to ask for guidance from, I think by the end of the year, you're going to be really more spiritually connected to divine, and that's gonna bring you blessings in return. And with passion here, it says, rise passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. So I think you are stepping into your purpose here, pile number 2. I think you're going to be achieving recognition and success and victory that is aligned with your purpose, with what you're passionate about. You are achieving some sort of, like, I feel like there's this hobby or something that you've been working hard on that you've been trying to turn into a success, and you're really going to be able to do that. Whatever you're passionate about, you're going to be turning into some sort of success and victory here. I am just speechless. That is just beautiful, and I love that for you guys. So then we also have Galactic Healer, move forward with an open mind. Okay, so Spirit is saying you need to open your mind more, you know, expand your mind. And with Galactic Healer, like, I mean, honestly, you may even be a healer yourself. That could be something that's just like coming through. But Spirit is asking you to move forward with an open mind, and that's going to help you, you know, achieve this victory, this success. And again, this kind of gives me like even spiritual awakening vibes. Like, you could be going through a spiritual awakening that aligns you with your life purpose, with your with whatever this is. I feel like you're coming into your life's purpose by the end of this year. So we also have clarity here. You also may be a Virgo, just saying. And with 1 here, like, this is like a big, like, new beginning for you, where you're stepping into your purpose. Again, I just want to say that, but things are going to be more clear to you by the end of the year. You're going to have more of a clear direction of where you're going, where you're heading, and I think you're going to be feeling really good. And then now we also have You're Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. Okay, like I said, hello Virgo. I know there's some Virgos here. This is definitely your reading. You don't have to be a Virgo, but I know that there's definitely some Virgos here. But yeah, you are good enough. Maybe you haven't been feeling like you're good enough, that you're worthy to achieve whatever it is that you've been trying to achieve. Maybe you feel like the victory, the success is never going to come, so you've been really hard on yourself. But I want you to know that whatever you've been working hard at to master, whatever it is, by the end of this year, you're going to be feeling so much better. You're going to be feeling that you are good enough. You're going to know that because, again, you're practicing, you're working on self-love and really opening your mind, trusting in the universe to bring to you what it is that you want, and you're going to achieve that victory. Once you truly believe in yourself, continue to practice self-love, and don't give up even if you feel like giving up at this point. Do not give up, because by the end of this year, you're going to be manifesting this success and victory. It's like overwhelming. And then we have perspective. So again, this is just Spirit coming through to tell you that you need to look at things sometimes in a different way. Like, perhaps you've been, like, I always say this too, like, perhaps something didn't go the way that you wanted it. Well, try to change your perspective about that and realize that just because it didn't happen the way you wanted doesn't mean that it's not happening in your favor. You are always, in my opinion, redirected to something way better, something beautiful, and every rejection, every failure is always just a redirection to something better. So maybe during times that feel tough, you need to just change your perspective a little bit and look at it from a different viewpoint and realize that everything is working out for your highest good. And Spirit wants to let you know that by the end of this year, you're going to realize that everything that didn't work out in the past was for a reason, and you are truly going to be achieving something big. And I love that for you guys. I really hope that this message resonated in one way or another. If it did, please leave me a comment below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to keep up to date with my new pick a card readings, and I hope to see you next time. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your message about what you are manifesting and achieving before the year is over. So I'm going to start with your overall energy, which is represented by this card here, which in my opinion, this to me looks like you are achieving something, like you are feeling more powerful. You are like, yes, success, like we did this, I did this, I mean, not we, but like you, the universe, whatever, working together, but you are achieving something. You look like you're feeling good, you're feeling powerful. So yeah, let's see what this says. I will persist, my will is strong. So this to me feels as if that you, by the end of this year, you're going to achieve something if you continue to stick with it, you continue to keep going. Even when you want to give up, you have this strong willpower, and Spirit is really saying right now that like no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, keep going. Alright, so I'm going to start with your tarot cards. So we have the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay. So yeah, perhaps you've been feeling kind of like, this to me kind of looks like conflict, getting stabbed in the back almost, feeling not so great. There's some sort of conflict going on. This could be inner conflict or conflict with somebody else who you might have felt like stabbed you in the back. But what I see here is with the Three of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Swords, there could be something new coming into your life. This could be a new relationship. This could be a new idea. Just really stepping into this energy, but like it's like somebody's coming your way, and this person is standing in their truth and their power, is confident, knows what they want. This could be representing you, but this is a fast moving energy as well. It's coming in fast here, and you could be collaborating by the end of the year or celebrating. You're celebrating something, collaborating with someone. Yeah. Or having this like new idea, this new energy, and really owning your truth, stepping into your truth, being more confident, speaking your truth, honestly, like cutting through all of the BS, letting go of anyone or anything that does not serve you any longer, and you're continuing to move forward. Even if you felt hurt, if you feel this energy of defeat, this internal conflict, you're going to keep going regardless of that. And because of that, you're going to be celebrating at the end of the year and feeling like you are now owning your truth, stepping into your power, and feeling a lot more confident than you were in the beginning of the year. So let's look at the oracle cards to get a little bit more clarity around this. So we had two of these cards come up. So we had the Third Eye Vision, Reclaim Your Mind, and Sacred Divinity. There are two paths ahead. Okay, so perhaps you feel like you have two paths in front of you. You have this path of staying in this energy that feels defeating, staying in this energy that feels like you are betrayed, you're hurt, you're conflicted, and it's not so good energy. And then there's this other path where you're stepping into your truth, you're stepping into your power, you're becoming more confident. That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you could stay in this defeated energy where you know that you should not be staying because it's not bringing you happiness anymore, or you could continue to, you know, use that willpower, that strength to move forward in a new direction. Cut ties with people who do not serve you no longer. Cut ties to anything that doesn't serve you. And move into this new energy where you're confident, you're speaking your truth, you're leaving behind whatever hurt you, whatever is hurting you, or whatever is bringing you down, and you're shedding that old self, right? And you're reclaiming your mind, because for a while, you know, you've had this internal conflict where your mind was telling you one thing because people were making you feel a type of way, people were making you feel like you weren't good enough, You were making yourself feel like you weren't good enough. Your mind was really clouded, conflicted, but you're reclaiming your mind back. You're filling it with positive thoughts, with confidence, right? And you're going to be feeling a lot more powerful, a lot more stronger, mentally, emotionally. Even your energy will come back. But you have to decide to walk that path, right? You have to decide to choose that. And I believe you will. And by the end of the year, you will be making moves. With all the night energy here, you could be moving away from, I mean, not even just moving away from energy that's just bringing you down, but maybe even moving to a new location. Maybe not all of you, but some of you. So let's see what else we have. We have hope. Hope. So perhaps, oh, and we also have Taurus. We have Taurus showing up here as well. So perhaps you're a Taurus. But this is just showing that, you know, you need to keep your hope, because you feel at times, you feel like there is no hope. You feel like perhaps you get into these moments where, you know, you're feeling good, you're feeling confident, you're like, I can do this, and then all of a sudden you're doubting yourself. But by the end of the year, I think you're going to realize that you can no longer doubt yourself. That you have this, you've got this. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve and succeed in, you're going to. And you're going to keep holding on to that hope. Because you have that willpower, that strength. Now we also have harmony and energy. So as I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. And then we have energy, a light inside my fire divine, energy fill me, make me shine. So I think by the end of the year, you are going to realize that you have harmony and energy back in your life. You're leaving all of the conflict behind, and you're going to be celebrating harmony and the fact that you have more energy to do what you want to do, because you're no longer clouded by negativity, by conflict. You're going to be feeling a lot more harmonious by the end of the year. That's what you're manifesting. And you're going to feel like your energy's back, because maybe you've lacked a lot of energy lately because you've just been dealing with so much. But by the end of the year, don't fear, because that rhymes, because I truly do feel like you're going to be getting your energy back. So that's really beautiful. And so now we also have 666. Okay, now I know a lot of people see 666 and they think that, oh my gosh, that's bad, the devil, blah, blah, blah. No. That's not the case. So at 666, it says, I am centered. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Okay, so this is what I've been trying to say here in this reading. Like, it's like you have this self-doubt looming over you. It's like you know what you want, but at times you question yourself. At times you doubt yourself. But no longer can you do that. With your willpower, your strength, and really realizing that whatever those negative thoughts are can really affect what you're trying to manifest. So it's really important to believe in what you're trying to manifest, believe in yourself. And if you do so, by the end of the year, you can have exactly what you want. But you need to believe in yourself, let go of the self-doubt, let go of the limiting beliefs, let go of all the fear surrounding whatever this is, and move yourself into a more positive, higher vibration and frequency so you can manifest exactly what you want. So Spirit is telling me, like, it's time to get out of your own way, right? All right, pile 3. We also have openness. So, you know, it's funny. A lot of these piles are giving me, like, similar vibes. The last pile, pile 2, kind of talked about openness. So maybe we're also attracted to pile number 2. So if you were, then maybe there's messages that you need to hear in there as well. But basically what I see here is Spirit's really telling you, like, to be more open. Open your mind. You know, allow yourself to believe more that you can have what you want. Open your mind. Expand yourself. Expand your mind. Right? And perhaps the full moon is a great time. Like this full moon coming up would be a great time for you to let go of things, to really cut off people that are just not aligned with where you're headed. Right? Full moons are great for that. Maybe connect more with the full moon, with the moon phases, cycles. We also have ancestors, generations. Okay, so yeah, I think your ancestors are coming in this reading. They're coming through to talk to you. I think you're meant to be, I think by the end of the year, you're going to realize that you're actually starting to break generational trauma, curses, things like that. Your ancestors want you to know that you're doing an amazing job. Keep going. Keep breaking these toxic cycles. And to know that your ancestors are with you. So we also have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Okay, a lot of new moon energy. If you're seeing this, there's a new moon that happened today, or just recently happened in Leo. So you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Virgo as well. And so we have Scorpio, Virgo, and Taurus. So earth and water coming through as well. But yeah, you have some fears that you are working through. And by the end of the year, you know, you're going to be fearless. I feel that. These fears are no longer going to be holding you back. You're moving in the direction of letting go of all of your fears. And you're also moving in this direction as well where you're willing to give to others. You're wanting to give more and take less. And I think that's beautiful energy. And now is a great time to know that when you give to others, you will receive in return. Even if you if you have that kind of energy, that give and take energy rather than take, or just give. When you find that balance between the two, it really is a beautiful thing. So then we also have flying here. So with this card, I'm seeing that you're really like, in my opinion, this is like, you are going to be soaring towards your dreams. You're going to be achieving what you want. You're going to be flying. I mean, flying, literally moving, flying. Like, again, you could be moving. You could be changing locations. You could be moving away from toxic energy and a toxic environment. But I'm going to read the message that this card has for you, just in case you need to hear it. So it says, you have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Yep, so by the end of the year, you are literally no longer holding yourself back. Your limiting beliefs, your doubts, your fears, you're letting go of it all, and you're moving into this new direction that's more aligned with your purpose. You're letting go of toxic energy, toxic relationships, toxic people, toxic things. And I think as well, you're going to be finding a group of people who will support you through this move. You're not alone. And you also have your ancestors and your angels and spirit really helping you through this. So Don't doubt yourself, pile 3. Do not doubt yourself. I'm really excited for the things that you are going to be achieving by the end of this year, and I really hope this message resonated in one way or another. If it did, leave a comment below, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you at my next reading. Hello, pile 4. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading all about what you are manifesting and achieving before the year is over. So I'm going to start with your overall energy here, which is this card, which I think is beautiful. And I can't tell if that's a person down there, but this kind of gives me like wishful thinking, daydreaming, or just a dreaming energy, right? So let's see what it says. It says, I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that it is a place of profound learning. Okay, so you may be learning a lot before the year is over, and you also may be living more in the present moment, realizing that where you are is where you're meant to be, that you're not on the wrong path, that you are exactly where you're meant to be. So that's really beautiful. Let's look into the tarot cards to see what they have for you. So we have the Moon, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Devil. Okay. So yeah, what I'm seeing here, right, is that you may have this feeling of, you know, like you've lost something. Maybe you feel like you're financially not stable. Maybe you feel, you may also feel emotionally like unstable at this time. But this to me shows somebody who's really holding on to their finances, like really holding on to them tight because they're afraid that they're going to be without. Maybe you're saving a lot. And with this here, this gives me like somebody who's feeling sad, lonely, upset. But what they don't notice is that there's like all of this behind them here, right? Like all of this prosperity and abundance behind them, but they're just focusing on all the negative, which is what, oh, sorry about that. Which is where this Devil card comes in too. It's like you have all of these negative thoughts controlling you, that you're not able to really see all the potential and abundance. Because you think that, which if we tie that in with this, you may be thinking, you know, oh, am I on the right path? I don't know if this is the right path. But by the end of the year, I think you're going to realize that there's so much abundance that lies ahead of you. You're going to be cutting ties with all of these negative limiting beliefs. And you're going to be realizing that when you trust your intuition and you follow your heart and you listen to, you know, that inner self, let go of your ego sometimes, that you're going to be guided directly to abundance, right? And with the Knight of Cups, you could even be, you know, calling in a soulmate, calling in a new love, calling in something that's very emotionally fulfilling. And so yeah, that's something that I'm picking up on so far. So let's continue with the Oracle cards to see what other messages we have. So we've got Channel Your Knowledge, Critical Judgment. Okay, so you could be really judging yourself and others hardcore, and perhaps by the end of the year you're going to be letting go of that judgment, letting go of that negative energy, that judgmental energy, and you're going to be channeling, you know, more knowledge from here. This is channeling more knowledge from source. Really learning, right? Continue to learn whatever it is that you've been wanting to learn. So we also have inspiration and trust. I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. And then we also have Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So by the end of the year, I think you're going to be feeling more inspired. You're going to feel more trusting that you are on the right path, because just so you know, you are on the right path, and Spirit wants to let you know that if you've been doubting the path that you are on, that you are going in the right direction. Don't doubt yourself. And I think maybe you've lost your inspiration, but you're going to be getting your inspiration back by the end of the year. You're going to be feeling a lot more inspired. And you might even be inspiring others too. That's what I'm getting there, which is just so beautiful. And then we also have 44, which is 44, which is a master number. Your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path again with diligence and determination, and even greater success will come in the future. I am supported, right? So you're feeling like you're not going in the right direction. These negative limiting beliefs are really messing with you, but Spirit wants you to know, like, no, you are. And by the end of the year, I think you're going to be trusting in yourself a lot more and realizing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You're on the right path, right? And even though it might feel scary right now, you might have all of these like limiting beliefs about like, am I going to financially be able to do this? Am I financially going to be supported? That might be some of the doubts that you're working through, but Spirit wants you to know, like, no, you are financially supported. You are going to be able to do this. Continue going. Do not give up. So we also have taking risks. So by the end of the year, you're going to be taking a risk, and I think that's where all of these like limiting beliefs come in, where you're afraid to take the risks because of, you know, maybe you're afraid that financially it's not the right decision, or you're going to be like left out in the cold here somehow, and all of these thoughts are really getting to you over this risk that you're wanting to take. But Spirit is saying by the end of the year, yes, you are going to be taking this risk. You're supported by Spirit, by your angels, and abundance is going to come to you next year, especially if you take these risks. It's part of your life path. It's part of your purpose. Then we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So hello, Capricorn, if you are a Capricorn. So yeah, by the end of the year, you're going to realize that all of your hard work is paying off. You're no longer going to doubt yourself, your abilities, because you're realizing that these risks that you're taking is for your higher self, it's for your highest good, and you're going to be achieving a lot of great things with this Capricorn energy here. This hard work is going to be paying off. So do not give up. Realize that you are, you know, where you're meant to be, and abundance is going to be coming to you. This is definitely an indication that abundance is going to be coming to you. We have creation, dream time, again with that dreamy energy. So there's something that you've been dreaming about doing, and Spirit is saying by the end of this year, you're going to be taking that leap of faith, and you're going to be doing exactly what it is you've been dreaming of doing. So it's time to stop dreaming, right? It's time to put in the action. So take that step forward and make it happen. It's time to create whatever it is that you've been wanting to create, and that is exactly what you are manifesting, right? And then we have transition. Again, another master number. So again, you are very divinely guided right now. You are supported by Spirit. Transition, you're going through a transition in life, and that's what you're going to manifest and achieve before the year is over. You are going to be going through this major change, this major transition. It's scary and you're afraid. But don't be afraid. Spirit is saying, do not be afraid. This is meant for you. And then we have peaks of joy, another master number with 33. Oh my goodness, 33, 44, 11. Filled with master numbers right now. You might even be a master number, your life path master number yourself. But look, you're taking, like, this to me is like taking a leap. Taking a leap. And it's going to bring you so much joy. Whatever this leap is, it's going to bring you so much joy. But I'm going to read from the book exactly what this says in case there's a message that you need to hear, right? So let's see. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically, with all the synchronicities, like, yeah, arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart, and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. Yeah. By the end of the year, like, all of this negative energy is no longer going to be surrounding you, because you're going to realize that whatever this risk you're taking is going to pay off. Your hard work is paying off. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Continue on this path, whatever path it is that you want. What you've been dreaming of, continue, because it's exactly where you're meant to be. You're divinely guided, and your hard work is going to pay off. You don't need to feel financially insecure and unstable any longer. You don't need to be pinching your pennies any longer, because you're going to be reaping those rewards that you have been working towards. So yeah, that's really beautiful. I love this for you, pile number 4. I really hope that this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and comment below, and I hope to see you at my next reading.